Okay, what I want to talk about real quick is putting our inequalities onto a number line. Now, first thing, when you're given an inequality like this, you treat it just like if it were an equation. You solve it the same way. So first thing is I have a positive 5. I need to have a negative 5 on both sides so I can isolate my x. These cancel out and I'm left with x is less than 5. Okay. Once I get to this point right here, now I'm ready to put it on a number line. So one of the first things you have to look at with your number line is what's happening right here with my inequality. Okay, that's going to know I start at 5, so I know I'm going to be looking right here. Since this is just a less than, and 5 is not included in that answer, when I put it on the number line, I'm going to mark it with an open circle. That lets me know that 5 is not included in my set, but anything that is smaller than 5 will be. So when I go to put this on my number line and show my possible answers, I'm going to have an arrow going over to my left showing that everything less than 5 is going to be included in my set, but 5 is not included, hence the open circle right here. Okay. Now, it's a little bit different if I have a less than or equal to. So say I have an equation that looks like this. Let's use the same equation, x plus 5, but this time it's less than or equal to 10. Again, I solve it the same way, subtract 5 from each side, and I have x is less than or equal to 5. Now again, since my answer is 5, that tells me to start right here on the number line. But since I have less than or equal to, that means 5 can be an answer. That's included in our solution. So this time, instead of an open circle, I have a closed circle. Then again, since it's less than, I want all numbers less than 5, so my arrow goes off to the left. Okay, so that's how we're going to put our answers on a number line. Again, the key points: if you have less than, it's going to give you, or less than not equal to, it's going to give you an open circle. If you have less than or equal to, that's going to give you a closed circle. And it's the same thing for greater than. If I had greater than, open circle. If I have greater than or equal to, it is a closed circle. Okay?